Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to learn how to extrude our planar surfaces. So let's go into perspective mode so that way we can see three-dimensionally what we're doing and we're not in top view anymore. If you're not already in shaded mode, right click and go to shaded. That'll take you into this mode. Some people might be in this mode, wireframe. That's not where I want you to be. I definitely want you to be under shaded. So make sure you're there. Now let's go to let's see here. Let's turn on our building mass surfaces and let's pull that down. And for now, I'm going to just, I'm going to select building mass surfaces as the layer. And I'm going to turn off our parcel surfaces and our street surfaces because we're not going to use those for now. We've taken care of that information. So now we can see all of our different colors, right? All our different building masses based off of what their heights are going to be. And we need to extrude these things. So let's start off first with our 15 feet. So let's turn off everything but 15 feet. So here they all are. Now let's open up our solids. And we're going to need to go under building mass solids. And make sure your solids are turned on so that way all the light bulbs are full. If you have half light bulbs like this right here, that means that your layer is on, but the master of it, which is this right here, is turned off. So once you turn that on, all the light bulbs turn back on. So that's just a little bit of clarity there. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is our 15-foot surfaces, right? And we're going to turn them into 15-foot solids. So again, just like how planar surface work, we want these things to end up on the right layer when we do it, right? So let's select the layer we want the information to end up on. So we're going to select 15 feet solid. And then what we're going to do is we're going to type our command and we're going to go Extrude Surfaces. Let me see if I can find another way to do this exact command again. So because we're trying to do something that's solid, it's going to be in the solid menu. So solid is right here. And if we go down, we find it eventually. Extrude surface. Right? And that's where it is. I think that's what it says. Let's pull this out a little bit more. Extrude surfaces straight. So you would go to solid, extrude surface, and you'd go to straight, and it'd get you the same exact command again. And let me just play this little video, and it'll show you exactly what it does. So see that right there? You take a surface, you do the command, you select it, and then you're able to create a solid from that. So I'm going to go back to layers. I'm going to close this in a little bit because it doesn't need to be that big. And let's do this command. So I already have it set. I'm going to type it one more time, extrude surface. And now it's asking, select surfaces to extrude. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to 15-foot surfaces because that's what we want to select. And we're going to right click and go select objects. And now it's saying press enter when done. So we're going to hit enter. And you can see everything's starting to, at once, extrude in one direction or the other, right? And what we want is 15 feet. So let's go ahead and type that in. Now, first thing before you push enter, let's look at our command line. So what is our command line asking for us? It says direction, right? So that allows you to choose which direction you want this to extrude. So if you were to do that, and let's say up and down isn't the direction you wanted it to extrude, you wanted it to go left to right, if you click direction, it'll give you the option to go onto the screen and click what direction you want it to extrude. For now, we're good, right? We want to extrude up. It's already giving us that option, so we're not going to worry about that. Next to that, it says both sides. If you click that one, when you extrude something, if you extrude up, it's going to extrude exactly the same amount down. It's going to do both directions at the same time. And I'll click that on now, and I'll show you the option. So if I click yes on that, you see how now it's going both directions? Now let's not worry about that. So I'm going to keep it on no. Another option is whether or not you want it solid. We're going to do yes on that. We definitely want these things to be solid. And there's a few other things here too, but let's not worry about those for now. Okay, so it's asking what's our extrusion distance. That's what's in the bold here. And right now, for some reason, it says preset 40. That's not what we want. If you hit enter right now, it's going to do 40, but we don't want to do that, right? We want to do 15. So let's go ahead, make sure your buildings are extruding in the up direction, in the z-axis, going positive. And let's type in 15 and hit enter. Doesn't look like anything happened, right? And that's because 15 feet in this model is this much. It's very small. But let's select, for instance, this building here. And let's type in Z for zoom. And then S right here for selected. And it brought it up to it. Now you can see our planar surface has become a solid box now, right? And if you zoom around on everything else, you'll see it's done it for everything. So let's verify that it's on the right layer. So the best way to verify that it's on the right layer is under Properties. But first you must select your item, go to Properties, and let's see, it's going to tell us what layer we're on, right? And look, it seems like we're good. 15 feet solid. So now that we've done that, let's do the exact same thing for every other building type. So in order to see everything again, because we're zoomed in on this and it kind of rotates and orbits around it, and we want to see everything, let's do zoom again. So we're going to type Z for zoom, and we're going to do E for extents. Extents is going to zoom out to everything that's on the screen. So when I push that, it brought me back to everything. So I've showed you guys how to extrude. Let's do the rest of these buildings. So I'm going to do it without any instruction, and I'm just going to do them real quick, and then I'll go around and make sure everybody made it that far. Make sure you extrude them to the right height. Make sure you extrude them up and not down. So this is the result right here. If everybody wants to take a quick look, you can see all the building masses there. They're all at different heights. When you start to get in kind of close on street mode, then now you can start to see the actual effects of it. Even though it seems so minor, we actually did a lot. So I'm going to go around now and make sure that everybody made it this far.